Welcome back, lads, ladettes, and lassies, to another Akame to Kill. My name's Josh, and last week, well, it was more of a calming episode. Not really filler, but we didn't really, move the plot forward. There's not really a major plot to move forward. It's just basically kill the corruption. So last episode, we just got to get to know a little bit of our new members, Susanoo and Chelsea. One of them is a human Imperial Arms, and the other one's a not shapeshifter, but she can morph her appearance. But it's she's not turning into that thing. She just looks like it. I don't know. It's weird to explain. But basically, last episode was attempt to see the new member in the bathtub, get very embarrassed. We got threatened. The manhood was threatened, and we got to see Esdith and the Jaegers deal with the loss, and it was quite nice. You know, they were actually human beings. So I don't really know where this episode's gonna go. It's gonna be, I mean, we already got introduced to our new recruits. We already have a new base, which is a temporary base until we get to the new base. So maybe we get to the new base now. It has been last episode took over a month. That was the time span of last episode. So who knows? Maybe Chelsea can teach Tatsumi how to control his aura. Tatsumi, he needs to go on an adventure with Chelsea and Susanoo now. Seeing the pattern of the show, he needs to go on an adventure with them now. They need to have their own solo episodes with them. Let's just see where Tatsumi's adventures lead him this time. Maybe he gets back to Esdith. Maybe Esdith finds them, so she can be reunited with her one true love. Or maybe the Angel Wings boy is gonna backstab Esdith. Who knows? They're all villains. But some of them are villains of the heart. Let's get into this, lads. Oh shoot, I forgot about the Clayface guy.
Be careful. I don't want you going out by yourself.
I know.
Well, these guys are
don't
dead.
You worry about me.
That was fast. Maybe she escapes and is able to tell Night Raid. Nope. Just hard cut to the intro. I'm gonna get. Yep. Hard cut to the intro. How did I forget about Clayface in the last episode? Maybe Night Raid and the Jaegers have to team up to fight Clayface. That, somehow in the mix-up, Tatsumi gets knocked out, and his incursor armor comes off, but nobody sees it. And then Ez is like, "Oh, my Tatsumi!" And then boom, back to where we started.
Night Raid has kept a low profile as
It's been a while since we've seen Santa, I feel like.
But sadly, we haven't found a suitor who meets your criteria yet.
No.
Though
We
I
will
should
be
mention
back
the minister
for
here does
Tatsumi.
have an unmarried son. How can you have a relationship like that?
The pursuit has made me want.
Oh no, she likes the chase!
This love is unfamiliar.
Tatsumi, what have you done?
A new species of danger beast has appeared around the capital. I would like you to get rid of them.
Yes, I know.
Oh, is this gonna be a
I've
Jaeger
already
group
started
episode?
investigating that from-
They're also said to bear a resemblance to human beings. We could have a lot of fun with these.
A slight resemblance? Not really.
Great Jet, please pick out a few feisty ones for me.
Akame sister, wave, flamethrower? Well, it's all over for them.
What's that? Oh my God.
Come on, wave. Okay, the flamethrower, I was right. One. Jeez. I wonder if they are humans. I kind of saw a tuft of hair coming out.
Is everybody all right?
One of them.
So there's no need to be afraid.
Be afraid. Be afraid. Be afraid.
No, he's the sweetest guy. No,
Citizens,
no.
you're safe.
Those people. They can feel safe now, which is wonderful.
I love him so much.
It's not a snack.
What? Why though? Why would you want to eat that?
My girls, what are you lovely ladies doing
I
here?
cannot believe
You left your lunch.
he was telling the truth.
Oh my goodness!
All right, it's my favorite character now.
All right, come here, big girl.
Where'd the scar on his chest go?
It's because of them that, that nothing out there is too much for me.
God, I can't even stand it. Turn down the love. Oh man, I think this is.
I love it.
Like comforting someone.
That was so awesome. Go back to them. Go back to them.
You know, know, since you came along, I've been a lot more confident that all 8 of us are gonna live to see the end of this whole thing.
And you jinxed it all.
When all this fighting's over, I want you to help me and Love pick up chicks. How's that sound?
Not sure if I know how. But if that really is what you want from me, I'll do everything in my power to help you achieve it.
He's dead.
Oh yeah! It doesn't look any different from the old
I was
one.
gonna say, it looks exactly like the old one.
Well, and the best part is the new one has a hot spring too.
Next episode, hot spring episode.
They've overpowered everyone.
I wonder if they are human.
They've been attacking both humans and
Like
livestock
mutations,
south of the
maybe?
capital.
Even if we are a bunch of assassins, we're still allies of the people. And if we really want to help, we have to kill those things right now.
Yeah.
Say something like that. Oh, fine, you win.
That didn't take much to convince her. Oh no.
There's something I really
Your shirt is wrinkled.
What's that?
Could you please zip up your pants? It's been bothering me for a while now.
How is it that big and nobody said anything?
I noticed it a while ago, but I thought it might be intentional.
Are you crazy? What the hell kind of exhibition?
How is it intentional?
From now on, I'll watch closely to make sure it stays out.
No thanks. I'm sure I'll be fine.
It's an ingenious technique way to distract the enemy.
I hope the fly down
Yeah, I'm prepared
ends up
for
being something that like takes out an enemy.
It could also be an unknown third party stole these Imperial arms to make the monsters. But then again, the attacks seem so random. I guess it's possible the Doctor.
What did they do with the Imperial arms of the Doctor after they killed him?
Well, when you rub these particular flowers into an open wound, they cause excruciating pain. I use them in light torture.
Well then. Good to know.
Sure to remember that.
I'll write that down. I hate that blood comes out.
That's one of those Jaegers everybody's talking about.
So that's one of the, or that's the guy. So who is this guy? I feel like he's like the Doctor's apprentice.
How did I get paired up with a dude again?
It's not like we're out here to get some kissy time.
Unless.
But you always call her Najinda, don't you, Love?
Oh.
She and I go way back. All the way back to when she was fighting in the Imperial Army.
Really? How old is Love? Actually, I always assumed he was
I was the
Tatsumi's
fourth
age.
son of a rich merchant. I was the best at everything I did, so the world seemed really boring.
Wow, Love. Sounds to me like you really had it rough. It's gonna be a tearjerker, okay? So shut up!
I did whatever it took to climb the ranks and get closer to
Huh.
her.
Thought she was significantly older than
So
everyone.
if you used to...
When she left the Empire, I forged my records to say I was dead so I could go with her. Pretty awesome of me, don't you think so?
Dang,
Anyway, she
man.
doesn't feel the same.
You want to win her love, you have to stop looking at other girls in the hot springs. What? Checking out hot chicks and being in love are two totally different things. See, that's... Even danger beasts have to go to sleep sometime, huh?
Oh no.
I know that technically I'm out here on night patrol.
So that's, I was about to say, why did you take off your armor? So that's why.
And I have you to blame, my love.
Oh no.
Is that a danger beast down there?
So dumb. Why did he take it off?
So it has terrible luck.
Put the armor back on immediately.
I've got a new form of torture. I've been... Tatsumi?
What's Esdeath doing here? This is crazy. How am I supposed to know if she's gonna fall right out of the sky?
This is highly unfortunate.
No way. They look pretty tough. Maybe I can run away and leave this. Then again, maybe not.
You are in my way.
Quickly, well, she's not looking. Oh, it's too late.
Unfortunately, this is not a dream.
Is this how the episode's gonna end?
So, is she gonna finish that thing off or what?
I can't believe that's how the episode ends. Oh no. Well. You know, when I was saying Tatsumi would end up getting back with Esdeath, I always thought it would be some form of strategy. You know, like Night Raid going, we need to know more about the Jaegers. And Tatsumi, since you're so close, this will be your infiltration. Maybe Chelsea could go with him as like a cat or something. But no. It was the dumbest way. I was even thinking, I should have said something. I was just, as soon as he like turned his armor off, I was just like, why? Why would you do that? I mean, you're in Danger Beast territory. Why would you have your armor off? It was purely for the convenience that Esdith could just not attack him as he was in Incursial form, recognized him immediately, and now we're in this predicament. Oh, Tatsumi. Tatsumi. What have you done? This is all your fault. I'm surprised that we didn't deal with the Clayface monster immediately. I did forget to talk about him last week, now that I'm thinking about it. In the discussion segment, I did forget to talk about him. He was the Stinger. Last time we had a villain as a Stinger, like kind of like that, it was the Headhunter. Which was what, episode 5 or 4? It was a long time ago, feels like. But I thought he was going to be like kind of the Freak of the Week, Monster of the Week. Nope. Looks like we're going to continue on with this little story arc of the Clayface monster guy. These monsters that everyone's fighting, they were once people. And I was starting to think, like, maybe they were. 'Cause you see like the tufts of hair kind of sticking out. They semi-resemble real people. Not much. But yeah, they did bring up maybe it was like the doctor doing it, but he's very much dead. So Night Raid never mentioned taking his Imperial arms off of his body. I don't think they did. So maybe they left in a hurry, they didn't get his arms, and then someone took them? Or maybe this is one of his apprentices, if he had an apprentice, who knows. But it does seem at the very least that his lab was cleaned out. Yeah, these monsters don't seem to be sentient in the sense of like they're extremely smart, from what we've seen already. Because Esdith was saying, did these monsters escape or did someone let them out? Because those are two very different things. If they escape, that means they're smart. If someone let them out, that means there's someone controlling them. It seems that there's someone's controlling them, and they don't seem to be the brightest monsters in the sea. Sure, I think I used that analogy, right? But yeah, these Clayface monsters, they could be interesting. I don't really expect much from them. I mean, the Headhunter was kind of cool. So I'm kind of interested to see what this tragic anime backstory for the Clayface monster guy is. He's probably going to be a terrible and horrible person. So he's going to be perfect for the Jaegers. If they can turn those Clayfaces against Night Raid, then the Jaegers just have like a whole army, another army, to use against them. I do like that Night Raid is okay with helping the Empire in this case. Like, other than Chelsea, who put up a little bit of resistance, I do like that Night Raid's like, I mean, yeah, sure, we're helping the Empire, but we're also saving tons of innocent people in the process. So, like, this is nothing. Like, we're killing these monsters to save people, not to, like, promote the Empire or, like, just, like, help. They're not helping the Empire specifically, they're helping the people inside of the Empire. I really like that all of them were on the same page, other than, like, you know, the newbie Chelsea. But even she got won over really quickly. I just love the flies down moment, too. That's what Tatsumi needs to do. He needs to distract Esdith with his fly being down. I don't know how well that will distract her. But while she gets a nosebleed, he runs away. And then, like, once he's out of sight, uses Incursial, just jumps off into the sun, into the moon rising. This is the best plan that he can come up with right now. He's doomed. He's doomed. And he has Incursial sword in his back too. Actually, no, he always had Incursial sword in his back. Never mind about it. No, never mind. Well, it's still not good for him. What is he gonna do? How is he gonna explain to Esdith? I mean, she likes the chase. Maybe she won't even need an explanation. Maybe she'll just go, "Oh, Tatsumi, keep running from me, please." This is not good for him. Not good for him. What's he gonna say to Wave? Poor guy. Got his legs crushed because of him. I love Wave so much. I love Bulls even more. Oh, Bulls is becoming my favorite character from the Jaeger's side. He's so sweet. I love that he, like, even though like he's been commanded to like kill all these innocent people, he knows that they're innocent. He knows about karma. He knows people hate him. But he's like, oh, but my wife and child, they know everything, and they still choose to love me, so I'm fine. Don't worry about me, Wade. It was so wholesome. I'm so glad that he wasn't lying about the wife and the child either, because he's saying like, oh, well, like, yeah, I have a happy wife, married for this many years, and we have a child together. I was like, oh, please be right. Like, please don't be lying. Please, like, don't have, like, this be, like, a horrible thing where you, like, kidnapped a woman. No, they're actually super supportive of him. It's really weird that I'm cheering for this, but it's really sweet and wholesome, and I love it so much. Wave will get his chance to comfort somebody from the Jaegers. He'll get his chance maybe with either Kurame, or maybe Esdith is going to go, you know what, you kind of remind me of Tatsumi. Come over here, Wave. And that Wave is like, no, please. And that's how Wave joins Night Raid. And then the final thing in this episode, other than the seeding of a hot spring, so I am expecting that hot springs episode. If we don't get it, I'm gonna be very mad. Maybe an OVA, at the very least. But Love and the Boss, that was a ship I was not expecting, especially since, you know, Love is the peep and tom of the group. Yeah, Tatsuki does have a point. In the sense that, like, she doesn't love you because you keep looking at other women in the bath, but yeah, either the Boss is much younger than I expected, or Love is much older than I expected. Because it doesn't seem like there's that much of an age gap between them. Maybe like maybe there's a 10-year age gap. I don't know though. He seemed to join the army pretty quick once he saw her. So I don't know. Maybe in the comments you can let me know like just exactly what the age gap is between them if they don't talk about that in the show. Yeah, that was a very unexpected romance thing. I love Tatsumi also just breaking into Love's backstory like, oh, when I was growing up, I was the 4th son of a noble. I had everything I could have wanted, lived in a beautiful palace, and all of this. Wow, really the heartbreaker of the story, huh? It's gonna be a tearjerker, okay? I love it. I love that they kind of like break that stereotype of like, oh, I could have had anything I wanted, so I was sad. It's just like, nope, just fell in love with the Boss, and he's just been following her ever since. It's the shallowest motivation to join Night Raid, but also the strongest. I would love to see his power up if the Boss ever died. I don't want the Boss to die, but if she did, Love would just go Super Saiyan, and it'd be very interesting to see what he'll do with his trap stuff. This is a fun episode. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of bits of it that I enjoyed. We haven't seen Tatsumi learn how to control his aura, so Chelsea still needs to teach him how to do that. I really hope nobody dies in this arc. I feel like Tatsumi really jinxed it with saying like all 8 of us are going to survive. I doubt all 8 of them are going to survive, but I don't want anyone to die as of right now. That would be tragic. So hopefully they're able to make it past this Clayface arc unscathed, and then we get the Hot Springs episode. Because I don't think we're getting that Hot Springs episode if someone dies. But yeah, honestly, Love is probably going to have to save Tatsumi's butt. Unless he goes back to the Jaegers. And then we have to save him all over again. Which probably be very frustrating for Akame. But who knows? So lads, if you enjoyed this discussion, a little breakdown, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you want to see more reactions like this while you're waiting, you can check out my Odd Taxi reactions, my Kill la Kill reactions, Gurren Lagann, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. There's a whole bunch of reactions up on the channel. If you want to see like Anthony McKenna and I going around and do stuff, you can check out like Gravity Falls, Avatar Korra. If you want to see next week's episode, you can check out the Patreon, where there's early access / full length. So you can check out the full length reaction, though you do need your own footage to sync up with my countdown. But yeah, lads, I hope you're enjoying these reactions, and I'll see you next week for episode 14 of Akame ga Kill.